Morning everyone, it's Behzad here again from Make It Simple channel. Welcome back to another video of how to creating a simple login app using Android Studio and Java language. In this video we are going to create a Google account, creating a Google Cloud Console, and set up our Firebase project through Google Cloud Console and creating a new project in Android Studio. The first thing we need to do is we need a Google account to be able to creating a Google Cloud Console. If you do not have one, you simply have to create one and then come back. If you have one already, log in and you have to go to google.com. As you see, the picture here comes up in the search bar. We go in Google Cloud Console, the top one, Google Cloud Console, click on it. Then you do not see the similar page I do have here because you haven't created a project yet. But I'm going through how to creating a project. It's going on top here. It shows how many projects you got. Just click on the top one in the middle, and on the right hand side it says a new project. On top of the window, top right corner, just click on it. It takes you to another window. Here you're just putting down your project name. So remember, the project name is optional. You can put whatever you want to put as the name of the project. And you have to remember, if you're creating a project, you wouldn't be able to change it later on. And here you see in the bottom, you see a project ID down here. So what I put the names down here, I just say login app demo 2020. I've created a project name, and then if you need to change the ID, I would recommend to do not touch it. But for any reason, if you have to change the ID, just go on edit here on the bottom, click on it, and then you can put whatever names as you want for your project. But I'm happy with login app demo for 2020, and I'm happy with the ID. Just simply I create here down on the corner left hand side. While this project is loading, going on top, we go into firebase.com. The page is coming up here. Again, this is related to Google Cloud Console or Google account. You have to log into your Google account to be able to using these services. And one thing I have to mention at the beginning before we're going ahead is we do not need to use Firebase until we're setting up our older pages and stuff. But I'd rather to do it now at the beginning, so everything is ready and already set up, and then we do not have to be worried about anything. Just go to get it started. Before going ahead, we have to check if our project has been created. Yes. Then on top again, click here. Just go to login app demo, which they're creating it right now. Click on it, and then project will be shifted. You need to set up your billing for your account to be able to use the Google Cloud services. You won't be charged. It's free to use it, unless you are going to use it more than what you limited. And limited, I haven't gone any above our limitation yet, but I assume it's a huge amount of usage until your app is going out or is going to be used as a commercially. Then you have to set up and you have to pay. But other than that, it's free. It's free to use. So you have to enable your billing information before using the Google Cloud services. As you can see here, I've already set up my account. Again, it's nothing necessary. All you need to just enter is just a PayPal account or a credit card account to connect it and enable the billing information. I've already set up. If you do not have one or you haven't created, please go ahead and create it on a down here payment method and payment setting. On left hand side corner, and you can see it and you can set it up. Then I assume we all set up and everything's been created and ready to use. Then we go into our Firebase web. We're just getting on get it started in the middle of the window. Click on add a project. Here it asks for your project name. So as you see here, it just recommends the project I've already created on Google Cloud Console. And you should see this name here appears. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to come up or load it. What I would recommend, either refresh the page or close the page and come back and refresh it again. It will come back. So you're clicking on project name, the same name as the project we're creating a few minutes ago. Then we just continue. Confirm the Firebase billing plan, pay as you go. They call it Blaze. Again, do not worry about it. If your app is not going out or is not commercially used, it will be free. Confirm the plan. And select the account, then default account for Firebase, which simply it choose your account for your Google Cloud Console. So it's not a big deal. Just click on default account for Firebase and then add a Firebase. Takes few minutes. Your project is going to be ready. The project is ready to use. Click on continue and you should see similar page here. So do not touch it for now. While this is waiting, we are going to create a project before going ahead. So you should open up your Android Studio. On top, start a new Android Studio project. Click. Then we choose an empty activity because we are going to set up our activity. Click next. Project name, whatever you want to do it. And just put a login app demo or whatever you want to put it. The package name stays the same, don't touch it. And the location, it's very important when you are going to save your project. The location, we need it quite often times. We have to going back and forth to adding pictures or to accessing to our location of the folders. It's very important you remember where you are going to save it. I've already set up the location of my presentation, so I chose it. Click OK. I already set up as a 17. 17 is a quite low API, but it will be used for almost 99% of the Android devices. So everything's ready. Just click on finish and wait for our projects to be built. By the time the Android Studio is loading, we're going back to our Firebase page. You see here it lets you 3 options how to use how to creating a Firebase. Either you can set it up for iOS systems, you can add it up for Android or web page connection or web. For this purpose, we are going to set up as an Android. In the middle image, click on Android. Then you are waiting here to app to be ready. Then going back to our Android Studio, here is setting up, is everything's ready. What we are going to do here is ask for our package name. The package name is on the top. Just drag, highlight it without the semicolon at the end. Control C, and we pasted it here. Android package name. Do not worry about a nickname. Do not worry about a show one. We just register app. Here is the place which I told you it's good to remember where you are saving your app, because we have to add the JSON file to location of our applications. Click on download. Wait until you get an error or your Windows is opening up. For mine, because I do not have a JSON runner, so it shows the error. Click on OK. Normally goes to load location. Download, it should be here on top. Control X, and we are going to save it the location of our app, which mine is here as a videos. Let's say you found your location of your app, click on your folder, and a third one from the top, you see the folder, they call it app. Double click and paste it here. Again, I'll repeat, the JSON file you download here, you go into the folder which you created your project based on. Then once you open up that folder, you should see all the files similar as mine here. On a third one on top, it calls app. Double click on app and paste your folder here. Yet a second step has been done. Click next. Then we need to add our Firebase SDK to our Android application to be able to connect our app to Google servers. The green one here, click on copy. Going back to our project, click on triangle on the left on Gradual scripts. The top one, build.gradual, double click on it. Then you should see a page coming up here. So we copied this line of codes and we come into down here on the class by dependencies. Android tools gradual, come down, Control V, and we paste this SDK here. Then we're going back to our Firebase, we're scrolling down. Then we should already have these two, so we are not worried about them. Do not copy them. And all we have to do is just Firebase analyze here, copy. Then you're going back on the project on the left hand side here. Click on project, comes up. Then the second module app, the build gradual module app, not the login demo or project. Just double click on here. Scrolling down. And at bottom, on a dependencies folder or root, double click and write down a comment. So /start//. Then you come into the bottom. This is how I like to do it because it will organize my project, and if I have to change something or I have to chase up something, it will be easier for me to understand it. What I would recommend is always try to write down comments. It's a good habit to getting. Firstly, it will be easier for you to read your codes and to understand what you have done. Secondly, you know what you've added and when you've added, and that helps you to chase up if something's went wrong or you need to debug your app. So it's completely optional, but I got to this habit to always writing down comments, and I will highly recommend to write comments. Get that habit, it's good for you. Then what I do here, I just put a name what I'm doing here, Firebase SDKs, and that's it. We're just coming down off here and paste the line of code which analyze. Once you paste the line of codes of Firebase analytic, if you see is highlighted, that means is a newer version for that SDK is available. What you have to do is just hover your mouse on top and you see a window similar to what it comes up as it is. You're clicking on Alt Shift Enter and it will update it for you. I'll repeat it again. Hover your mouse on your line if it's highlighted, Alt Shift Enter, it will come to newer version. And we almost set here, just on top corner here, on the right hand side corner on top, just click on sync. We're going back to our Firebase. We followed here, you're just keeping on next. Going back to Android Studio. If that is ready here, what you are going to do, we have to run our app. Just let me minimize here. Close this one because we do not need it for now. Close this one, we do not need it for now. And I see app and a play button here on top, or Shift 10 for keyboard shortcuts. Just click on it and wait until a virtual machine comes up and runs the app. It takes quite a few moments to load up and run your app, so be patient with that one. And what we are going to do here, we just skip the steps for now. Our machine is run. You should see a hello words on the virtual machine. So when create, that means our app it runs. Basically we haven't done anything, it should run by itself. But as you see, the app is running with no problem. Then we go back to our Firebase to check, to skip the steps for now. And then our login app is coming to our Firebase database here. So from now on, we do not need a Firebase until our third or fourth video. So all good for now. We are ready to go and write down our codes and work on our excited projects. So if we are going to recap what we have done, we creating an account in Google. I assume you didn't have anyone, you just creating a Google account. Then we came back to our Google Cloud Console. We creating a project here in Google Cloud Console. We're creating a Firebase project, and we connected that Firebase project to our Android Studio. We're creating an Android Studio and we are ready to go. If you miss any steps or you didn't understand in any along the way what we've done, please write down in the comments and I will respond to them as quick as I can. Other than that, I will see you all in next videos to creating our excited project. Thanks for your time and watching.